Relative to our creativity, why is there the need to create self-empowered individuals? As used here, self-empowerment is about believing in oneself. It is to have the ability to face the challenges of life and make choices in favor of one's best interest, where one has the self-awareness to know what one's best interests are. It is to have no need of outside motivation or pressure to act. Rather, one is internally motivated. But why is there the need to create self-empowered individuals? My life has been much like being a lighthouse, guiding individuals past hazards in life, much the way a lighthouse guides ships around the unseen hazards in the dark near the shore at night. A lighthouse is probably the best description of what my professional and personal life has been about. I was led in life protecting people from various hazards of life in a variety of occupations, such as through education, health, safety, medical applications, and engineering applications. In addition to addressing the physical hazards of life, observations revealed there were non-physical issues that greatly impacted how an individual faced dealing with the physical hazards. It was observed the more content and observant an individual was with what they were doing, the safer they would be. This led to a question. What is the most important thing I could share with young individuals to help them have a more fulfilling, successful, and safer life? Given the vastness and the number and the variety of directions any one person can go in life, at first glance, it seems very foolish to think there is a single recommendation that I could give to an individual to help them make a life that would be fulfilling and satisfying. But I found nothing could be farther from the truth. When looking at the question, it became clear our creativity is our most valuable asset, for it helps us to find a solution to any problem or situation we encounter in life. Of course, the question then becomes, how do we access and develop our creativity? It was observed to fully and effectively access and use our creativity, one must believe in themselves and learn to embrace their uniqueness. It needs to be understood that we all each are very incredibly unique. Nobody has our joy, nobody has our pain. Nobody sees the world the way we do. Most individuals find it very hard to maintain their uniqueness and live their unique perception when we have to try and fit into the world. One of the greatest challenges we all face in life is to try and find our way to be acceptable to those individuals in the world, and yet at the same time be able to live our uniqueness. Having the ability to live and embrace our uniqueness starts with empowerment, in particular, self-empowerment. Empowerment is the key to our creativity and creating a satisfying and fulfilling life. The importance of being self-empowered to embrace our uniqueness and our unique creativity goes well beyond what the individual may want for their life. What needs to be understood is, because of our incredible uniqueness, we have a very unique perception of creation and into life itself. Additionally, what needs to be understood is that everything that has ever been created by humans, no matter what that creation may be, started as a single thought in a unique subjective mind. As you look out into the world, you can see a car, a bridge, a house. You can look at a hospital and all the medical treatment procedures in that hospital. You can look at all the forms of government and all the education systems at all the universities and all the subjects that can be taught. No matter what at which we look, everything is created by humans, started from a single thought within a single unique subjective mind of an individual. This is an incredible thing to realize. It is an incredible thing to realize to say a single thought can change the world, because a single thought has changed the world and done so repeatedly throughout human history. So the question is, who carries that single thought, that perception, that unique way of seeing the world that will bring forth the idea that humanity is looking for to solve its problems? We don't know who carries it, but it is within some individual. So it is very important that each individual learn to embrace their uniqueness and be sufficiently self-empowered to be able to act on that uniqueness and learn to dance with the world. It is to dance with the world in a way that we perceive our uniqueness and our unique perception and bring forth those thoughts and ideas that may be needed by the world in the way the world will get what it needs. It is to dance with the world in a way that we perceive our uniqueness and our unique perception and bring forth those thoughts and ideas that may be needed by the world in the way the world will get what it needs. The most important advice that can be shared with any young individual or any individual is seek to become self-empowered. For humanity to go forward, it is only through the empowerment of individuals and the uniqueness of the individual to bring forth their creativity and the creative ideas which will give us what we need for the world to solve its problems. Empowering an individual is not about giving them information. It is very important to give information to individuals so they can survive in the world and maybe find some success in the world. However, success in the mind of the world is not success necessarily what the individual needs for their experience of life. Empowerment is more about calling forth from within the individual the unique perception and way of being and giving the individual the tools to communicate what one sees and communicates with others in their life. So the question becomes, how does one go about empowering somebody? Giving information is easy. You can look at all the education programs that are out there, secular and religious or spiritual programs, all the self-development programs, all that information. But to empower somebody is to be able to sit with them, talk to them, and see where they're not able to fully embrace their own uniqueness and the importance of their being. To empower somebody is challenging. It takes a special kind of heart and a special kind of interest. It is a talent which seeks to call forth that individual's heart, the creative passion of that individual. The opening question was, is there one thing that can be given to an individual that would be something they could use throughout their life, no matter where they are, what they do, to find that fulfillment and satisfaction in life and be open and empowered to live their uniqueness? The answer is their own heart, their own passion. In the journey of exploration into our creativity, in years of studying creativity, where I constantly chose to explore creativity with a single point focus with my life, in that journey of exploration into our creativity, the one thing I found is true for everybody is that within each individual's heart is a unique passion. It is we each have something unique to us to bring forth into this world and express it. Often, actually, it's more often than infrequent, one is not aware of their passion because it is a feeling. It is not something the mind can fully grasp and put into one's hands and say, this is what it is. There are many things that we can do in life that allow our passion to be expressed in some way. But the key is our passion being expressed in the way which provides an inner satisfaction unique to us, and we are fully open to release what is within us. If we are not able to express what we call our heartfelt passion that comes from the depth of our heart and is what gives us life, one will never find satisfaction in life and have the courage to live our uniqueness. It doesn't matter how successful we are in the eyes of the world. If we cannot find our own heart, our own passion, and what's important to us in our unique creativity and with our unique passion of creation, we will never find satisfaction in life. To live and be in that uniqueness, we have to be empowered. Empowerment goes well beyond giving information. It gives the individual an understanding of a way of being in the world that is unique to them, so they find and do what they came to do, which is challenging. It's a challenge we all face. The challenge we face is, are we living our heart and what our heartfelt passion desires? Our heartfelt passion is what lies in our heart and which gives us life and brought us into the world. What I found is the single most important thing to tell an individual is to learn to live your heart knowing that it's unique and there's nobody else in the world that can explain it to you, for you have to live it, and it's for you. It's a solo journey and we each have to do it ourselves. But our own heart is the answer to the satisfaction of life and fulfillment in life. What we all look for is found within our own heart. We need to remember to create is to bring something into existence. It can be a way of being, an object, an organization, or simply acting on any thought one may have. To create lies on a spectrum, creating an exact copy of something at one end of the spectrum and something new, original, never before seen or experienced at the other end of the spectrum. To create a copy of something, our mind is very important to give all the details. But for something never before seen or experienced, mind is of little value. A truly original creative endeavor is to bring into existence something not previously experienced or significantly different. The human mind only knows the past and what it has experienced. If what is created is something never before experienced, mind is of little value. As such, we must enter the unknown for any truly original creative endeavor. Our life is a new original creation. Nobody lived it before us. Nobody will live it after us. As such, we are all faced in living in the unknown. Living in the unknown can be frightening. However, if we are creatively empowered, we know we possess within ourselves the power and ability to create a satisfactory solution to whatever we face in that unknown. Within the understanding discussed here, it has been observed the most important thing one can do for another is to empower them to live their own unique truth and heartfelt passion, and give them the safe space to learn to express their passion and assist unconditionally where possible. It is recommended you give yourself that safe space to learn to express your passion and do the same for any other.